Hello, Rita here. Today we're talking about medical tourism. There was some stuff that did not surprise me, like how it's less expensive to go elsewhere um, to get surgeries done. Um, but then there was other stuff, like the fact that totally 13% of total surgeries people are traveling for are cosmetic. I would have thought that would have been way higher. I don't know, but no. So um, And another thing I thought interesting about Forbes was that they said that there's people that provide housing. Um, Basically for people that travel for medical tourism, say internationally or even within like America to Houston, and it's just a little ways from the hospital, and they can rent an apartment um, to stay, a day, a week, a month, a year. Um, to sum up the TED Talks is basically essentially what she said is we need to talk about medical tourism because it's not a problem that only affects us, but also other countries. So say Americans traveling somewhere else abroad, like yeah, it might help them, those countries, but it hurts us because instead of that money going back into America, it's going to those other countries, and vice versa when they have their people that come to America, go to Houston, and they get a procedure done, um, it actually hurts them because instead of their money going to them, it comes to us. Um, I thought that was interesting how the TED Talk said that 48 million Americans are underinsured. So the thing I was researching was breast augmentation. It's a type of cosmetic care, and basically it costs $6,500 to get it done. That does not include a lift. That does not include if you want a tummy tuck. So some of the benefits would be that to restore breast volume or achieve a more rounded shape. Motivations might be that person lost weight or they went through pregnancy and lost their volume, so then they want it back up. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks for recovery, and the placement of the implant may require slightly longer if it's under the muscle. Um, so if the implant bursts, though, um, some of the implant makers will replace them at no cost. Um, the FDA recommends an MRI of 5 to 6 years after the implant placement, and then every 2 to 3 years after that. MRIs cost about $2,000. That's another part of the cost. So on top of paying $6,000, then you have to pay another $2,000. Plus, you not every insurance lets you stay covered, and the person may have problems getting health care coverage because of the implants. Also, another thing to add into the cost is nor you can't get a normal mammogram because the implants get in the way of it, and so then you have to pay for extra X-ray images. Um, so essentially, it's costly, but people do it so then they look better, they feel better, etc. Thank you.